Hello everyone, hope you are well on this Friday afternoon. It is almost 2023, if you can believe that. I'm going to talk about something that hasn't been talked much about in the news, and that's what's been going on in western New York, Buffalo, with the storm. The aftermath really is the story here. And a lot of words were being thrown around, like martial law being used up there. I'm going to get into that here in a minute, but first, a couple of things. Saw an article yesterday that Disneyland and Disney World have updated their websites warning park goers to be on their best behavior and quote unquote be the magic that you want to see. Now, sign of the times, I guess, but is it sad? I mean, how sad is it really that they have to tell adults, you have to put it out there in public that please behave, because they put this out because there's been an uptick in fights over the last year. Again, sign of the times, another poster board that our society, civil society, is just breaking down right in front of us in real time. It really is. It's sad on multiple levels, really. But I saw that article. Just something. I mean, can you imagine, like, years ago, I mean, I went as a kid, as a teenager, and not just Disneyland or Disney World, but other amusement parks like Six Flags of Georgia, here where we live. And we never thought about fights breaking out or being in danger. I mean, we really didn't. I mean, our parents would say don't talk to strangers and that kind of stranger danger, that kind of stuff. But we didn't worry about getting shot or stabbed or caught up in a fight or anything. It was the furthest thing from our mind. A different time, just a different time. Also saw this article. This is something else. A Waffle House, if you just search for Waffle House fight in Austin, Texas. What is going on in Austin, Texas? I don't know. Same as going on everywhere else, I reckon. But this happened, I guess, a couple of nights ago. But employees got in a fight with customers at a Waffle House. And this video is something else. But it's really, I shouldn't laugh. It's sad, really. But there's a scene where well, before I go there, usually when these things happen, the customers really just bully the restaurant employees. Don't try this against Waffle House staff, especially in Texas, because it didn't go so well for the customers. If you watch that video, one of the customers tried to throw a chair, picked up a chair, female, threw the chair at another female Waffle House employee, and that employee just kind of just deflected it off like Yoda or something, just like, go on. And that customer just walked out like, I can't do nothing else here. But anyway, another sign of the times. I mean, you can't go to Waffle House. I wouldn't go late at night, early morning anyway, that's for sure. All right, western New York, Buffalo. I mean, I had to dig to find this information. It's not like you can find this on even Fox News and some of these outlets. I mean, they're just not talking about it. Maybe they're having maybe just a little snippet of it, but it's just not on the websites either. You have to dig for it, like I said. But the death toll, unfortunately, at least 40 from the last that I read up there near Buffalo, in and around Buffalo. This big storm, the blizzard that came through last week. They're trying to dig out from it, still finding people. 11 of these people were found dead in homes. 4 of them died of shoveling snow. That happens. Heart attacks and such as that. You got to be careful. Snow blowing and shoveling snow. 3 were found or were passed away because of delayed EMS responses. People in their cars either froze to death or probably carbon monoxide poisoning. It's sad. But I also have heard people talking about how there were martial law there. Now, I haven't been able to find that in any published articles. Maybe I missed it, but I haven't seen where they actually had martial law. Now, I did see where they had all this past week or last week a driving ban, trying to get people not to drive out there, getting in the way of rescue and recovery efforts. But from what I've read, that was pretty much largely ignored by citizens there. A lot of people were out joyriding and trying to look at stuff, look at the snow, whatever, play in it, taking joyrides. And then I saw another article where they were playing the blame game, blaming everything from poverty to inequality, officials, government officials there locally, blaming the first responders. I mean, there was a really sad, there was one young lady that froze in her car. She had called 911 first and was getting desperate, and they said that several crews tried to reach her and they all got stuck in the ice and snow. She passed away. I mean, it's sad. This was a historic storm. I don't know how you can, you could say, yeah, they could be better prepared, you know, as far as the government officials, the EMS, police, fire, whatever. But this was a historic storm. It's like once in a century kind of thing came through there. And so you're going to have these things happen. I mean, unfortunately, you also had a lot of looting. You had a little SHTF going on there, definitely. So this is just a little taste of what things could be. Things break down, social order breaks down, you have no rule of law. Preparation is the key word here. You know, these are the kinds of things we need to prepare for. You know, I mean, and I know you live up there, you should be, you know, well, you know, be susceptible to blizzards and harsh winters up there. But lack of preparation looks like a key thing here. You could put some blame on the government there, the local people. I guess you could, you know, but also as individuals, we need to be prepared for just weather events, things like this, really no matter where you live. You know, just the basics like water, food, you know, lighting, alternative fuel, you know, Mr. Buddy with the propane, kind of have something ready, you know, the winter type sleeping bags, oil lamps, you know, for lighting, tents. Don't get out in it. I mean, unless it's in the middle of that blizzard, people were trying to drive and go out and get things, and they didn't make it. They didn't make it. They didn't survive. Don't go out, you know. I mean, some common sense there too, but personal protection, personal security, something to think about as well, no matter where we live. This is, I think, this Buffalo thing is it's a perfect example of one of the reasons we need to be preparing for things in a constant state of preparation. You know, I mean, people talk about, I'm preparing for the zombie apocalypse or nuclear fallout, World War III. Okay, those could happen. They're not as near as likely to happen. You know, storm of the century is not likely to happen, but other natural disasters can or are more likely to happen. You know, a freak weather event. Even here in Georgia, we've had the snow apocalypse kind of thing that goes on a day or two. We've had the same situation where people were stuck or stranded and didn't make it. You know, so natural disasters, personal SHTFs, these kind of things. This is what we really need to be having in mind first and foremost as far as our preparation. You know, weather events, like I said, health crisis, unemployment loss, transportation loss. You know, a lot of folks, if they had a flat tire right now or their car breaks down and it costs, you know, $600-700 to repair, they're done for a while. You know, I mean, they can't get out, they can't make a living, get to work and such. It would be a big time hardship on most people. So I think these are, you know, this is just a perfect example, I think, just of preparation. You know, there was like a week long of these big predictions coming anyway, so we had notice. Had a lot of time to prepare for this. I know you folks that live in hurricane zones, or hurricane areas, this better than anybody, or as well as anybody. You have to prepare for these kind of things as well. So just something to keep in mind. There's a lot going on right now. There's some things happening in the news. Going to follow that as well. So I have a really good verse to share with you. This one is from Psalm chapter 42, verse 11 says, "Why are you cast down, O my soul? And why are you in turmoil within me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise him, for my salvation and my God. I shall again praise him." So no matter what's going on, when the chips are down, things don't look good, you're in a crisis situation, emergency, in motion, it's all happening, the dark clouds are coming, whether it's good times or bad times, and you're in a big time crisis, we should praise his name. Do not stop praying, do not stop praising. And that's the time to really amp up and double down, even when our faith is a little low. Even, we all go through that. You know what I mean? We all go through times. We may have a day, we may have a moment or two where we're like, what's going on? Send me some kind of signal, talk to me here, show me the way. I'm trying to be patient. That's when we need to double down on our prayer, praising, and just listen. Be still, be patient, and you will get it. It will come. I promise. I hope that helps somebody. Share your thoughts. Keep preparing. Let's be aware out there. Let's have the antenna up. Have your situational awareness going on, especially right now. We're up against New Year's Eve here pretty soon. New Year's. I hope nothing huge happens. But when you go out and about, we're going out and about tomorrow, just keep alert, okay? Take care. God bless you. I will see you soon.